Hello, thanks for joining me. Let's get a check on the weather for the next week or so and concentrate on the short term because Storm Babet is affecting the UK and torrential rain expected across many parts of the country. Now, particularly eastern Scotland, the Met Office has issued a rare red warning. This is for Thursday and into Friday, specifically for Angus and southern parts of Aberdeenshire. We'll have a look at the details in just a second, but all of us are in for heavy rain. In fact, this is the accumulation of rainfall over the next few days, so widely 20-30 millimetres, but look at that, in parts of eastern Scotland, the northeast of England, well in excess of 100 millimetres, and East Anglia in the southeast also in for a soaking, particularly towards the end of the week. Now, this is the forecast through the early hours of Thursday. This is the weather front associated with Storm Babet moving northwards, a very specific area of heavy rainfall here, so it's certainly not raining all the time. In fact, to the south, through the early hours, the skies may even clear for a time before further heavy showers sweep in from the south. Now, at the same time, very strong winds will start to develop, blowing out of the east or the southeast. A severe gale eventually on the North Sea coast and especially around eastern parts of Scotland. And I think at this stage, this is where we really will be running into problems across parts of eastern Scotland. Yes, many parts of the country, sunny spells and some heavy showers, but it's eastern Scotland that bears the brunt of that rain. Now, amber warnings are in force in some spots, in excess of 100 millimetres of rain here in the North Highlands, other parts further east across Scotland. Also an overlapping wind warning, that's the severe gale on that east coast. But if we zoom in, so parts of Angus and southern Aberdeenshire, within this area, the potential for extensive flooding and danger to life because the rain will be persistent. It'll keep falling on that saturated ground. Flash flooding is likely, river flooding is possible. You can see it's a persistent easterly, but actually as we go through the course of Friday, the heavier rain transfers to areas further south. So it's across England and specifically the central and southeastern parts of England that get the heavier rain on Friday. And then through Saturday and the rest of the weekend, this nasty area of low pressure is pretty much with us. Notice that strong easterly still pushing in the rain clouds. So it's always eastern parts of the UK that get that heavy rain. So here's that low, once again, strong winds up to gale force, pushing in yet more heavy rain into eastern parts of Scotland and along the North Sea coast. But the further west you are, the better the weather will be. So actually on Saturday in Belfast, it's a cool 11 degrees Celsius, but it's probably going to be, well, bright at the very least. And then Sunday morning, that low pressure starts to weaken. It moves a little bit further north and the winds start to change direction across the UK. So rather than that screaming easterly, those winds will start to blow in from the north and then actually coming in from the southwest as well. So that means that the weather will start to dry out across the UK. I think a cool weekend on the way with temperatures of around 10 to 13 degrees, but it's looking dry and brighter. However, beyond that, after the weekend, it does look as though things are going to turn once again very unsettled, and we have a risk of torrential rain at times and also more gale force winds. That's it.